Alright, come over here. Alright, what's up everybody? This is Coach Bam with one of my athletes, JB. He's a triathlete and runner, and we're on the process of getting into the back chain and getting into lifelong pain-free movement. So today we're talking about ground positions in waiting and resting postures. One of the things that is going to really destroy our ability to move forward pain-free for a very long time is hanging out in postures that don't serve us. We call these like more WODA postures, which is sitting in a couch when we're going to be bleeding into the front chain. So if we're resting on the couch watching TV, or if we're resting in a chair, that's an opportunity for us to make better movement decisions that's going to serve our ability to walk forward. So we're talking about movement decisions. Right now, JB and I are in a Seiza position right here. So our toes are in, our heels are out. This is one of our favorite ground positions, but we can only hang out here for 3 to 5 minutes before we want to move. We get uncomfortable, we need some circulation. So we go from Seiza position, then we're just gonna go through all these different options because eventually we'd like to be able to hang out on the ground, watch a movie, hang out on the ground, eat some food, hang out on the ground, get some recovery time so that we can go tomorrow, wake up feeling good. So we go from Seiza position to cowboy. So we pick up one leg here, we make sure we're inside ankle bone high on the right side. We got a corner on our left side here. And boom, now we're just chilling here. Again, still in the back chain, hips are behind the rib cage. Extremely important, hips are behind the rib cage. We get tired from this position, we can switch it to cowboy, cowgirl on the other side. Here, beautiful. Next thing, then we can go and into a full resting squat if we have that ability here. Full resting squat, we can get heels up or we can go heels down if you're an advanced, kind of go to a sitter if you got the mobility to do that. Then we can even go into sitting on the ground with some crisscross variations. The closer that we get our knees inside of ourselves, the more that we're going to get inside of our columns here, and we just want to get our hips back and our chest up and forward. We get bored with this as we're watching TV, as we're hanging out on the ground, on the carpet. Then we could even go into more of our ground positions, quadruped, more like our rockers here. Hanging out on the rockers. We can hang out on the ground like this, doing small hip shifts, getting into the back chain, making sure that we're inside ankle bone high. So all the same principles of our walk and our run are still present now here on the ground. We get tired of this, getting our hands on the ground, we can go to all three. What's great about this position is that, again, we're in the back chain, so that we're gonna take that hip, and we're gonna move it back and away, hang out right here to this position, make sure we're inside ankle bone high on this foot. You could have a small low desk right here to where you can have some food, have some things that you wanna play with, hang out right here, or if you're on a laptop computer, hanging out like this. And then we have all of our different options for equipment that helps us be on the ground. So right here, I've got the Seiza chair. So we're gonna get JB in the Seiza chair. We're gonna sit right here. He's gonna sit right there. And he's gonna put his legs behind him, upside down, inside ankle bone high in the Seiza chair. So this is just a little bit less work on the knees, the ankles, and the hips if you don't have the mobility here. We can also get ourselves into some low chairs. So JB, go ahead and sit right here. Getting ourselves into some low chair kind of positions. But what we care about when we're in these positions is number one, inside ankle bone high, back chain dominance, and staying within inside of our columns. So what we should be able to do, JB, let's just go back to the ground and let's just start flowing through those positions. We should be able to, at the end of the day, if we're hanging out with the family or if we're hanging out in the living room, we should be able to say, I don't want to put myself on the couch because the couch is going to take away my ability to get into the back chain. It's going to be hard for me to run, walk, and if I stay in the couch, and then some other things are going to happen. So we can hang out down here. Let's just flow through like we're watching a movie. If you can watch an entire movie on the ground like this, then you're a pretty expert level grounds person, and you're doing a lot of good healing while you're in the resting position, which is where we want to be. And we can kind of just flow through these different positions however we want, on the ground, here, hanging out. Really important so that you can get back to your life. So the couch and the chair We highly recommend that if you spend time in the couch or the chair, let's say like 30 minutes or even an hour, we want to do double that into the back chain. So get a lot of time with your butt against the wall, get a lot of time walking or running or moving with your hips behind your rib cage instead of with your hips bleeding forward. We're really trying to eliminate this posture from our life. This hips forward, we need hips behind the rib cage. This way we can load glutes, hamstrings, and move ourselves forward. This is Coach Bam, JB. Later.